Welcome back to our topic today. Diving into one of the most fascinating questions in human history. When did dogs first start living with humans? From ancient wolf packs to loyal companions? The journey of dogs is one of the greatest friendship stories ever told. The history of dog domestication. When did dogs start living with humans? The uncertain beginnings of dog domestication. The exact timing and causes of dog domestication remain debated. But scientists agree on one thing. Dogs were the first animals humans ever domesticated. Genetic evidence suggests that dogs split from their wolf ancestors somewhere between 27,000 and 40,000 years ago. Archaeological findings reveal the earliest confirmed dog burial in Bona-Berka-Cell, Germany, around 14,200 years ago, where a dog was laid to rest alongside humans. This discovery proves that, by then, dogs were already deeply integrated into human society, not just as helpers, but as companions. Where did dog domestication begin? One of the biggest debates is where domestication happened. Some studies suggest Europe, others point to Asia, and some argue it may have occurred in multiple locations at once. Recent genetic reviews indicate that Eurasia, particularly Central Asia, East Asia, and Western Europe, is the most likely origin zone. A 2021 review even suggested domestication may have begun in Siberia, 26,000 to 19,700 years ago, among ancient North Eurasians, with dogs later spreading both westward across Europe and eastward into the Americas. Why were dogs domesticated? Unlike other domesticated animals which were tamed after farming began, dogs were domesticated by hunter-gatherers long before agriculture existed. This makes dogs unique in human history. Two main theories explain why domestication happened. Hunting partnership early. Humans may have tamed wolves to help with hunting and protection. Scavenger theory: wolves that were less aggressive and more tolerant of humans likely scavenged near human camps and waste dumps. Over time, these friendlier wolves evolved into the first dogs. Evolution through social selection. The domestication of the dog is a prime example of social selection rather than artificial selection. Wolves with less aggression, reduced fear, and greater cooperation had an evolutionary advantage living alongside humans. Over generations, these wolves developed traits loyalty, playfulness, trainability that we now associate with modern dogs. Key archaeological evidence of dog domestication: 36,000 years ago, possible disputed early dog remains. 33,000 years ago, oldest known dog-like skeletons found in Siberia. It's Altai Mountains and a cave in Belgium. 14,200 years ago, the Bona-Berka-Cell dog burial in Germany, first undisputed evidence of domesticated dogs. 11,000 years ago, while humans began domesticating livestock like sheep, goats, and cattle, dogs had already been companions for thousands of years. 7,000 to 4,000 years ago, distinct dog lineages appear in the Levant, Karelia, Lake Baikal, the Americas, and even the New Guinea singing dog. Dogs. Humanity's first companion by the end of the Ice Age, 11,700 years ago. At least 5 ancient dog lineages had spread across the globe. This shows just how successful the human-dog partnership had become. Dogs were, and remain, the only large carnivore ever domesticated by humans. Their domestication predates farming, livestock, and even the building of permanent settlements. Without dogs, early humans may have struggled more with hunting, security, and survival. And that's the incredible story of how dogs became man's best friend. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss our next history adventure.